Live from Studio 7E in Rockefeller Center, this is Weekend Today in New York.
Thanks, Raphael. Well, coming up next, the secrets to making a good first impression, from the job interview to networking. Find a dozen things you need to do.
Yeah. When we come back.
Word that one of the 3 American hikers who had been detained for more than a year will reportedly be released on bail. We will have the latest. Also ahead, on a day of remembrance, protesters take to the streets amid controversy surrounding that proposed mosque near Ground Zero. Then a two-wheeled icon of Milwaukee might be moving out. Find out why Harley-Davidson days could be numbered in Wisconsin. Plus, Oprah's final season kicks off this week, and the daytime diva plans to make this goodbye one to remember. We're going to take a look at Oprah's daytime reign and see what kind of surprises she has in store for her farewell season. Vehicles for everyone. Those stories and more when we see you later on today. How do we get in on that act?
Yeah, really, right? I figured you would know, Jenna. Get us tickets. Yeah,
because I have her cell, so I'm just going to give her a quick call after the show.
You do that.
Right.
Love you, girl. See you in a little bit.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, with millions of Americans out of work and looking for a job, it's important to make that good first impression on a job interview, but that is so much easier said than done. Job interviewing is really a skill, and it takes work and fine-tuning. So how do you make that good first impression? Well, the president of Deussen Global Communications, Christine Deussen's here, and she's going to share some very important advice with us this morning. Hi, Christine.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
We all know how tough the market is right now, so this is really timely, these tips. And first and foremost, number one on the list is obviously know who you want to work for. Do your homework.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. There are many things you should do before, during, and after your interview in order to make the best first impression.
Okay.
Before your interview, one thing to start right now, even if you don't even have the interview, is to make sure that your social media sites
are clean,
are up to snuff. Nothing negative, but also you can use it as a source for positive. At Deussen, we're in the communications industry. Digital media obviously leads a lot of communications right now. The first thing we do when a candidate sends us a resume is go to their social media sites.
Wow.
So you can post articles that are of interest, industry news that's of interest, and really use it as a positive.
Very smart. And take off those pictures that, from the wedding where you had a little too much champagne.
Nothing you don't want anybody to see.
Right. Or at least keep those in the private section, right? But you do want to remind people that you're going to work for, you want to work for a particular company. You should know what you're getting into. You should know the history so that you, in an interview, can not just say, well, yes, sir, I like this and I do this well, but know the company, what you can contribute to the company.
Absolutely. The employer is actually not looking to give a person a job. They're looking for a person who is a great fit for the company, a great fit for the work, a great fit for the clients. So as the interviewee, it's incumbent upon you to know the company, know the clients, know the work, and know what you can contribute to that company. That makes a great first impression on someone when they're interviewing you.
And nothing makes more of an impression than when you walk into the room, how you dress, how you carry yourself.
Absolutely, and that's completely within your control.
That's right.
It's within your control to be on time. It's within your control to bring the materials that you might need during the interview. It's within your control to dress appropriately for the interview. It's within your control to shake hands and smile and be happy to be there. So all of those are things that you can control. So why not take advantage of that? And
make eye contact, all those things that you think, are standard operating procedure, but especially young people going into the market now might not be aware of these necessities, as we might call them, right?
Old-fashioned etiquette goes a long way.
And what about, be prepared? You talk about being prepared. If an interview, you're not there just to, to ask questions. You're going to get asked some questions too, and you've got to be prepared to answer them.
Absolutely. As communicators, we are particularly aware that you need to lead the conversation a little bit. You're being interviewed, yet you want to present certain things about yourself. On the other hand, the interviewer will ask you questions, and it's also within your control to anticipate what you think they will ask. Think from their perspective what they might be asking you, so you're prepared to answer them.
That's a good idea. Maybe even do some role playing with someone, going into it, perhaps?
Practicing is very important. In our company in Deussen, we practice, for instance, new business presentations before we go give them. I practiced before I came on the show. You need to practice to feel comfortable, to know what you're going to do.
Well, we hope we've made you feel comfortable here.
You certainly have.
You certainly seem comfortable, and you've given us some wonderful advice. And again, keep it positive, right?
Absolutely keep it positive. An employer wants positivity in their workplace, and you want to give positivity to their workplace. Even if you really did not like your last position, I'm sure there's something that positive that would have come out of it. So it's your job to accentuate the positive.
And turn it into a learning experience.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah, there you go. Well, Christine Deussen, thank you so much. Great tips.
My pleasure. Right? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in, dear. And when we come back, getting kids into back-to-school mode, that includes